apologize. I actually haven't switched into my event avatar yet. I lost track of time.
Squid.
Cyan, just in case, did you start streaming?
Yes.
There we go. Okay.
Okay, good. I don't have any.
Hello. Welcome to the community meetup. This is an event we run every Sunday at 4 p.m. EST. What this is an event for you guys to show off the worlds you're making for VRChat. So how this works is we're going to compile a list of things that people would like to show once I'm done going over the rules and stuff. And then we're going to go through that list until we run out of people or we hit our hard cutoff time, which is typically 7 p.m. Eastern. So with that said, I'm going to go over the rules now, and then once those are done, I'll ask those of you that want to show a world, step into this rectangle in front of the stage. Your name will appear up here, and then we will create the list. I'll read out the order, make sure everybody's fine with where they're at, and then we'll start. So with that said, please make sure that all of the worlds you show follow VRChat community guidelines and TOS. Please make sure the worlds have a minimum player cap of 40 users. That's just actually the maximum you can set. We'll be able to fit up to 80 people into those worlds. Please make sure the instance type you drop is Friends Plus or Invite Plus, just one of the two pluses, so that we can get people into the instance after the fact. Please make sure that the worlds you show don't deal with any sensitive or offensive subject matter. If you have questions about that one, just please ask. It's vague so that you ask. Please make sure that the worlds, if the world you're showing is over 250 megabytes, you can show it, just let us know, because we'd like to just have those worlds a bit more towards the end, because not everybody unfortunately has fiber internet yet. If your world is not ready to be shown, please do not show it. By that I mean just make sure that you've at least loaded into your world once and that we're not just gonna fall through the floor as soon as we spawn in. If you have a time constraint, let us know. We're willing to shuffle people around to the front, middle, end, whatever you need. Just make sure that if you exceed that 250 megabyte limit, that you still go a bit more towards the end. Please make sure that the avatars you're wearing today have a medium performance rank or better. We will personally approach people one by one if performance gets too low and ask people to switch to a slightly more optimized avatar. If you don't see a little notification at the bottom of your screen right now, please select Faxnor, CyanLaser, and myself, and press Show Avatar so that we can bypass your safety settings, so that we can make these nice little notifications pop up at the bottom of your screen to give you guys context, just to let you guys know what we need you to do to keep the event running smoothly. So if you see respawn, that typically means respawn or we're moving on, or quiet please means somebody would like to talk about their world and that we're about to move on. Copyrighted content. If your world has copyrighted music, you are welcome to show it. Just please let people know, because people do stream this event. Any copyrighted music in your world could affect the copyright standing for those who stream the event. And last thing, if your world if you showed a world last week, we ask that you do not show this week. We just have a 1 week cooldown just to kind of try and shuffle people out, and so we're not looking at the same stuff every single week. So with that said, if you would like to show a world, please now step into the rectangle. Perfect. Awesome. So I will take a picture of this. And so the order that I see is...
Yeah, I was gonna say, like, Vard was supposed to be first,
Vanyan. Oh, yeah, is Vard here?
Yes, Vard's over there. I'm not sure if they're showing.
There's Vard. Okay, so Vard's going to be going first. So we've got XR, Sharp Razor, Varnian, Momo the Monster, Panda Axolotl, Aaron, Miss Malvolio, Signos, One Colo, and then Bard is going to be going before all of that. So, is that order good for everybody?
Excuse me.
Perfect. Okay. One picture. Yep.
Excuse me. I just want to make sure that I'm the last one. Is that okay?
Oh, you want to go last? Okay. So Vard first, you last. Otherwise, same order.
Yeah,
awesome.
And then
Okay.
if, just in case, if there's any new item in the list, please, can you make me like at the last, like no matter what, I'm gonna be the last one. Is that okay?
For sure, I can do that. Yep.
Okay, thanks.
Yeah. Vard, would you like to come on stage and speak, or do you just want to drop the portal?
This is a good one.
I'm Aaron, and I asked a bit of a minute to get a little talk. I've been a part of a Russian community of this game for the longest time, and I've observed the history that we had mostly two hubs. You might have heard Hyperdimension Fuzzicom and some weird map called Пятерочка, this weird green number 5 in a circle you might have seen. And some time ago, the original creator of this, the most popular hub, stepped down from his map and he gave us full rights on it. And we didn't really do anything with it, mostly, except some events. And a few months ago, part of our community decided that, well, why won't we do something from it? And for the last few months, as well, we've been working on a new map. Some people took opportunity to learn and upgrade food on stuff. Some people did a great modeling, art. Some people helped with memes and testing. Well, it's a collective work, what I'm trying to say. So, as a part of Russian community called VRChat, we presenting a new Пятерочка, a new Russian hub. You will probably mostly see around. I would like to ask Var to drop a portal. Small thing, and since he's taking some time, you can find a cat on this map, which is a good NPC, as Rubik taught us. You can scan yourself or your friends on a checkout, and some other small hints you can find, and lots of memes around the map.
Oh, portal disappeared.
Now, just another thing before you all go into the portal, if anyone wants more info, feel free to contact me. Apart from history, I think I can provide almost anything you want to know. Опять портал вздыхает.
No, we wait 15 seconds.
Okay, cool.
Ага.
Okay, I think that should be good. Portal.
Yeah, we're good. Yep.
Поехали.
I'll go in to make sure.
Go in.
The meetup's too popular. I'm sorry, Jim. We're full on the first instance. Empty information. Oh, do people have different spawn points? It looks like they do.
Yeah, different spawn points.
Oh, that's cool.
It is
Legacy buttons.
It's cool for like a lot of people loading in at once.
It is, but it may be a little difficult when trying to gather everyone, but that's fine.
Everybody
use your
gathered
laser
at the
beam.
big
Yeah, I know.
blue
I mean, that's the
slide.
reason it was created.
It was for this map in mind.
Actually, there's a different map in mind, but that was not one at the community meetup.
Hey, go pet the pig.
Oh, I didn't even notice the pig.
That's
Wow.
cool.
The tire pig. Oh, wow.
Yeah.
VRChat.
Have you
It's an
considered
entire
doing this?
pig
I wonder if they know the guy.
who made Rust in Sleep. It's my favorite one. I know the guy made it's Russian.
This is
Wait, is there a helicopter?
Traditional Russian word. It is common in language. It's called VRChat. Everyone plays it. It's a popular game.
You know about that guy. So
It's cornerstone of Russian culture. Played since ancient times.
Hey, now I'm curious.
I can't do this bit. I've
What
never
kind
been to
of
Russia.
VRChat?
I no, I'm not good. Sorry. I'll translate if you need me to. What is this helicopter? Is that a helicopter? Is that a common thing in Russia?
That's a helicopter.
What?
Oh, yeah, I see it over there.
What?
landing. People
Oh,
in it.
table.
Are there people in
Oh,
it?
says chat.
One thing.
Oh, I didn't even see that. That's fine.
How do you get in there?
It's not an avatar?
How do you get into it? Is what? Okay, I guess I'll just have to stand in here.
About to go up. There's so many people.
I'm on here.
This should be safe, right?
Oh god, here we go. Here we go.
I don't think I'm gonna be able to like stay in this.
Sad. Well, I'm gonna have to like run.
Keep moving towards to the front.
No.
Well, hopefully.
I fell out. Oh wait, am I actually? I'm stuck. Oh, there we go.
Они такие говорят.
Pretty sure my download speed is like 700 to 800 megabytes per second, or megabits. I'm not actually sure. I haven't looked at it in a while. I'm gonna say I don't think they fixed the portal issue. There hasn't been an update since last week. I'm not sure where is like the creator. Oh.
Да, он только что зашел сюда. Привет.
Oh, this is a small little spot. Wait, I haven't even seen the main thing over there.
Блин, у меня все классно по FPS 30. That's pretty good.
I can't scan
Oh, you can
myself.
scan it.
Fax machine, I thought you were like.
The money's just going up and up. Who's paying this?
It's like a Russian snack center.
I'm just trying to buy some apples.
I'm a team. There's only 104. Hey, Cyan, come over here. We gotta scan what you're worth.
The best.
507. 507.
Wait, why am I worth 507? Like, where does that come from?
I don't know. But also, by the way, Siri joined in at like 11 FPS yesterday. You're worth a lot.
The wet cat.
A random with feed of your.
Hey, can I take your phone?
Yeah, yeah.
You're worth minus 255.
Yeah.
Wait, does that mean that if you keep scanning them, we get money?
Oh yeah, come. Hey, Lon, what are you worth? Come over here so I can scan you.
No, scan you, Lun. 438. It says here like your name.
You will still be worth the same.
Whoa! Valve index? Where's the Valve index?
What am I worth?
Wait, if the Valve index is that much, that just means like every person is super cheap.
Yeah. 200 рублей стоит, блин.
Oh no.
Oh, someone was worth like 41,000 then. No, that.
Hey, Nosio, scan Magna. Scan Magna.
I know.
Yeah,
I did it. Finger instantly when scanning them said, "Can I take you?"
What's my worth?
So I think with the portals, I don't know if they're actually working on that right now. There's a lot of other things going on, I think, but you know, hopefully.
What am I worth?
Russian again.
Put that on my tab.
I did.
Oh, that was say.
Oh, you can scan a person with it, and a person will always have the same volume.
Yeah, like it's also on the physical desktop, physical screen. Well, at least my audio seems to be working, so I'm apart from that.
Меня инпут лагает, ей-богу.
Dude, they have a kindergarten run that everyone experienced for some reason.
This one right here.
This one, the squishy.
The one with the
floor.
strings and stuff over here.
Oh.
Everyone grew up with that one.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, there was a guy.
It's just a rug.
That texture on it.
Somebody had a hoodie with that?
I think I've seen that.
Yeah.
I feel like this might also be the texture used that in the devouring, but I don't remember.
You can buy that.
In real life. I've seen it in real life.
That's awesome as a hoodie. And everyone knows. Everyone knows exactly what the
Oh, wait.
pattern is.
Then you're the,
Oh, it actually is a button.
Now I need to see what the.
I want to be the guy who.
Oh, it's just go straight through the fence. So.
It must be like a handball court. So I thought this was like a hub world where you could go to different portals, like different portals. Didn't you say it was a hub world?
I don't know why it's interesting just watching the nameplate says that like they don't follow the head, they just like follow above your.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Oh, that's true.
Oh, this is making me nauseous in VR.
I don't know if it's local or not either.
Worse than the roller coasters.
Here, someone else try.
The theory that everyone still wants to play on a playground, even though they're adults. Play on playground.
I thought this map was going to be fucking failure on the optimization because earlier today we were testing it out in a lobby full of very poor avatars and Colin was supposed to take care of all of them. Nope. And also the register bugged out and we kind of crashed because of that.
You crashed?
Well, that was someone took. Yeah. Earlier today we were testing out the map with the Russian community.
So I can't actually tell like the performance here just because of all the avatars anyway. I think just at the community meetup, no matter what, my CPU is always bad.
Pretty optimized. I can tell the compared to the old version, it's like the sky and the ground, and there's more. We're going to optimize this even further. We're going to extend the old map. Actually had a whole underground. Well, not a whole underground section. It was just one tunnel. Now, my dumbass thought it was a good idea to build an underground city, and we kind of hit the deadline before I could implement that. But nevertheless, probably in a month from now on, we'll have an underground section to that, and then we can showcase it again.
That'll be interesting.
Neat.
I
It's like you already had a deadline
really
for this?
worried about this thing. Yeah, the 22nd of well, this community meetup was the deadline, and we'll kind of yeah.
Was that just like an arbitrary date, or was there like something special about today?
No, because our team lead goes on a vacation.
Oh, that makes sense.
Yeah, and then that will also explain why. Like, also explains why the next showcase will probably be in a month because
After they
of
get
what
back.
it is, we can do the whole project in 2 weeks. Yeah, but it will be a month before they get back.
Okay. I mean, that works out for. Oh, go ahead.
Doing like lots of tours and things.
No, so we're gonna move on now, but because all the spawns are different, would you mind putting your laser like in the tennis court?
Oh, wait.
Or right here, yeah.
I was gonna say, like, I don't think the tennis court is actually easy, like the right thing. Would you like to do the respawn, or I guess meet or gather here?
Well, I don't think it's small enough. Sorry, I think the world's too small.
No, I meant like they were saying the wrong wording. I'm trying to look for which one I have. Gather here. There we go. There we go.
All right. Perfect.
That's cool though.
I'm here. I'm here.
Congrats.
Beacons have been lit.
Would you like to stand?
Stand by the beacon. Let me change my message here.
Okay, I'm standing in the beacon.
Please, guys.
Oh, is it like copyright?
Okay, this is going to be a quick test. I'm still trying to figure out some massive issues with the cars. Syncing seems to be a little off after 2019 migration. Otherwise, seems to be sort of reliable. Just want to see how badly it works with 80 people. To open up the quick menu, you put your right hand to the right side of your head, pull the trigger, and then you can navigate through the menu with your both of your triggers and right thumbstick. In desktop, it's Q, and on desktop you can go to third-person mode by pressing F2. F1 goes back to first person. There is no copyrighted music by default unless you use the music player, so don't if you're streaming. And basically just drive around. If you know the cars, like if you don't have any idea how the cars work, please don't try it now. I'm begging you, because that's going to take a long time. So if you know the cars even remotely, just try driving them. I'm going to be monitoring for some issues. And if you have any severe questions, come ask me, but please leave like any kind of unrelated questions to the end of the meetup or somewhere else. And that said, let's go see how badly the car is functioning in 2019.
50-50 people! VRChat already has it.
Hey Juice, can you switch back to the missing material thing?
What? Missing material?
Missing material. Yeah, you had a sign just now. It looked like you had a missing material, but like it hadn't compiled yet.
Oh no, that was just straight up cyan.
Oh my god, really?
Wait.
I thought that was a joke you did!
I was gonna say, like, cyan is...
There we go.
Oh, is that the new missing material?
It looked like a missing okay.
Oh, portal.
When you hit play and it takes a moment?
Yeah.
Yep.
The frame rate is like...
Wait, what?
I haven't seen that
My
before.
frame rate. This is so good.
I'm sorry, I have to leave the frames. Oh.
Like proper inputs and not laser pointers. I'm so happy. Yay.
The friend request icon is covering the bottom menu.
Alright, mirror going on as legally
What is this thing?
I
see you.
You're in the truck.
For me, yeah, you're in the truck.
yeah,
Do you want me to put the laser beam there?
No worries, yeah, because I just wanted to make sure that I'm not stuck in the calibration station right there. Because full body was causing a lot of issues. How badly is the trailer jittering?
The trailer's not jittering at all for me, it's the truck is jittering.
Yeah. Exactly what they said.
Okay.
I mean, you can see my screen later.
Yeah. So, Cyan, if you're gonna keep the eye on the truck, I'm just gonna drive around really quick, and I'm gonna check back on the stream.
Hi.
Sick. Hi.
Not bad.
The trailer seems delayed. Oh, wow, the truck is horrible.
It seems pretty smooth. It seems pretty smooth.
Oh my god.
The truck is terrible on my screen. What? What the heck? How did VRChat break this?
That truck is like Tokyo drifting.
Tokyo drifting straight. I mean, like, how did it happen though? Because like,
It's just called drifting, but like, whatever. Wait.
Oh, the
Is
trailer's
everyone
getting
seeing
further away.
his, like... Is he in neutral? Wait. I'm getting, like, shifting and, like, gas stuff in my bottom right for someone who's driving.
did you enter a car already?
No.
Hmm. What are these binging sounds?
Quick action. Settings. Player notifications. It says people joining.
Maybe it's just unsynced with like the actual message itself. Because truck drifting back towards us.
Oh my god.
I've turned off all the notifications, but they're still happening.
It could just be backed up. I think that was something that happened before. Like if they're already queued, you still get them. Okay, well that's quite the drift.
Still sucks, so... You know, click on the mirror, I think you're right.
So I'm gonna say the truck drifted a lot from my point of view. And like that's just 2019 in a difference?
Isn't the update rate different based on how far away stuff is, or at least isn't that how it's supposed to be?
Is that how it is for objects?
The problem with this, especially, is that I cannot force the trailer to be important. So the truck is and every single car is because they have a seat attached and the player is sitting on that object. But since the trailer is only attached via joint, which, let me remind you, is detached for crashing reasons for remote clients, it's its own synced object, but I cannot force it to be important on every single frame.
So you can't make it like part of the truck, even like with a constraint, because, well, I guess if you wanted to detach the trailer, then you couldn't do that, right?
Yeah, the trailer is attached to the master's truck, but I cannot attach it for remote clients because then people are going to crash and blow screen.
Right.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
Issue. So
here's what I would do.
That's an issue.
Just to keep the effect the way it should be, I would make the truck and the trailer one mesh, right, with like a sub mesh, with a sub-material mesh, and then use a constraint just to connect the bone on the back so that it's visually that way. But if you wanted to detach the trailer, you turn that mesh off and then leave another mesh behind where it was. That way it's all synced and looks nice, and it serves the same purpose, I suppose.
Yeah, it seems like there needs to be a transition between the two different states.
Yeah.
How are you going to operate
Although
the thing?
the physical coolness of it being a separate object that is following is also cool. Like, so both of those things are cool, right? So, like, one for a technical reason and one for visual, right? Makes sense.
I mean, definitely very bulky still, yeah.
Yeah.
If you're sitting in as a attachment, you can teleport it.
Sorry.
I don't think you can sit like that.
It'll be fine.
Calibrating seat.
How do you turn it on? Oh, here we go.
Can you get on the other side? Oh, well, I guess we both sat in the same spot here.
Oh, there we go.
I'll just move over.
It's okay.
Are you able to start the engine here from your position? Oh, there you go.
I don't think they can see over the dashboard.
Why does it keep turning off?
This is a recipe for success.
Start in neutral.
Oh yeah, you might have to close the door. That could be part of it.
Oh,
You do actually.
Can you make it Alright, let's go. McDonald's. Chop chop.
Try to press gas.
Oh, here we go. Wait, you're in neutral. You gotta get out of neutral.
Gonna burn up the engine.
it keeps turning off when I go to.
Yeah, don't.
Wait, I guess this is manual. So you have to actually. Oh, we're in the ground.
Oh, we're in the ground.
Ah, we can't get out.
Going to McDonald's in hell.
5 stars.
10 out of 10.
Oh, hey, it's the old map under here.
I've seen this.
Wait, the old map? What?
Yeah, sorry, the old test texture, the Udon one that they were using for the previous time they showed.
It's just existing.
Stand on the car.
I can't actually get out. Okay, I have to open the door. Ah.
Can you reset the car from in a car?
There we go. Wait, how'd that reset?
Fenders, rims, tires, you can change spacers, you can change the gear shifter, gauges, seats, handbrake, pedals, turbo,
And that's
hood.
you're kidding. And it's all
Everything.
exchangeable, like in the world.
Everything is customizable inside the world, inside a garage, in a specific space on the Quest.
Okay. Yeah.
Oh, that's
Hi.
so cool. I can't wait to try that out. If you need
Hi.
a tester, just ask. I'll take a look.
I parked
And
my
if you're
car
trying to
here.
get it out by next week,
Congrats.
you'll need it. Oh my god. Cars is
I'm looking at the settings right now because I can't actually see.
Yeah, but then it switches to 4 and R, like,
I accidentally put my head into my glass on the table.
Gotta put the rules. Let's see.
extra side skirts. If it wasn't,
I just wish this was a manual.
Stall prevention. Okay, I'm turning that on.
Nah, you don't need stall prevention.
Now the thing is,
gotta respawn
will
this
you be
car.
able to get out?
What do you think?
FPS 15.
Okay, we're gonna move on now.
Whoa, that car.
Wait, is this spawn?
That car just flew off.
Spawn is right next to the
The over notifications are overlapping and it's pretty bad.
Where's Momo?
And I've been doing quite nothing with quest testing, so I'm not like, you know, like when you haven't used something for a while, you gotta drag yourself.
Oh, I got in the car, managed to make the car go 100 miles an hour before I
That's no viewpoint.
Guys, quiet please. If we could all gather around Momo the monster over here, guys.
Hello.
Hello, I'm a monster. I'm Momo.
Yeah.
These cars are loud. Alright. Gathering, very nice. Hello, lovely, lovely, lovely. Hello, everybody. Alright.
I just noticed on stream. What is that box in front of the quiet, please?
I'm Momo the monster. And I'm going to show today, it's the obstacle course. So many of you have seen this. This is the current jam that we're running. But I've never had a
Can we turn off the vehicles?
Just hit my car, but I'm okay. I've never had a chance to test the world with this many people, so I just republished the demo world, but I cranked up the number of players to 82 to see if it works. So if you haven't run the obstacle course yet, this is a good chance. We have a lot of people, so we don't need to spend a lot of time in there. I just want to see if 82 people can, you know, do one lap around the course. Little tip, if you have run the course and get stuck on the crushinator, those things that come down, is stick to the right side of the wall as you make your way around. If you don't know what I'm talking about, figure it out in a second when we get there. And with that, here comes the portal.
I feel like that car is my fault. I'm so sorry.
Oh, I thought that was a person driving it then.
Got out of the car.
Yeah, I know, right? I'm not using my other outfit.
Oh.
I will ping them.
I mean, it's happened to us all. I can barely hear you. I think it's you're the stuff my
Momo, I expected better.
Is Momo in the Discord?
Momo should be.
Yeah.
I guess we can check.
They are not popping up when I do the ads.
Just other people have already.
All over the place.
Oh, yeah, probably, because the cars have collision detection.
Oh, but
so
Blue, definitely check out what they have in this pre-made world, because we might be able to get some of that. They have a cool mini-map system, and times.
When I saw it initially, I saw the mini-map, I was like, oh, that would be cool, and then I used it, and I was like, oh, that's not cool at all.
What?
It's just visual clutter. It's not necessary.
I mean, I think the main one is necessary. I think the main use for the monkey ball is to see who accidentally is to collect it. Glance at them and oh, it's behind me.
I think it's fine.
Yeah, in VR it's fine. In
guessed about, I'm gonna say whatever. We're gonna prioritize the art.
Oh, here we go.
Takes so long to accept things in the menu.
One Unity Square, please.
Make sure to wait 15 seconds or so it doesn't die.
Using that screen shader.
Mhm.
I think it's fine.
That's good enough.
Yeah. All right. Cool. Yeah. Go ahead. If
the
you
double.
haven't played with the stream cam in the world, I'll give you a nice cinematic third-person point of view. Recommend it.
I like how I both see Wade and Portal in the screen.
Fourth
God
time.
damn it, this looks terrifying.
Of the lag, and then I'll start.
It's time!
Wait, this is where you spawn now? Oh, I guess it was just facing the wrong way.
Hey, if you hey, Cyan, if you die on the obstacle course, you die in real life.
Oh no. Are you gonna play?
Oh my god. Of course.
I don't even know where am I.
I'm gonna get drift controller.
Wait, why is this our first obstacle? Oh, the mirror.
Oh.
Okay, I should wait for my frames to improve a little bit.
I didn't get a program. I can't run the course, so we may.
So
this may already be a failed test, in which case we probably just want to move on to the next. I don't know if people are actually running. We'll see once first people come through finish. But
I actually was kind of
did
like
not work.
wondering about that. Like, it looked like you had a player, I guess, what we called player object pool or so. And I looked at the script and it's like, oh, that's overly simplified and doesn't handle certain cases. Which it would be amazing if it did, but... So like I wrote on my own one in like Udon Sharp, but then it's like, it became so large just because of stupid edge cases.
Right. Yeah, the first version I put out didn't handle players leaving and recycling. I updated it with a 0.1 pretty quickly the next day, I think, and that one handled up to 32 people pretty well. But I hadn't tested with 80 yet, and it's definitely not working in this world. So I only did a quick test.
So I think
move on, or we can just like let people run around.
I'd say go ahead and get the
I
next
think it's
person. It told me what I wanted to know, which is does not stand up to 80 yet. Thank you.
Okay, I want to see if I actually have one. I do not have... Oh, no, wait, I did. It did start for me.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
It could just be really slow because of object sync. Try it again.
Oh, that's right. I'll need to rejoin the world.
Well, like, it could just be a really late thing, though, isn't it?
Get one?
Well, I don't know if... Like, if that's manual sync, it probably shouldn't be that. But, oh, okay.
Failed test, and so we were being asked to move on. Is Panda Axolotl here?
They were in the last world.
Panda Axolotl.
They have the little penguin avatar.
It should be.
Okay, right. I assume you're going to speak.
Yeah. I'm new to this, sorry. Yeah,
Yeah,
so
no
I can
worries.
present my world. I'm Panda Axolotl. Started out as an avatar world. I started making scuffed avatars, and then I was like, I need to make a world for it, and then the world grew from there. It's more of an adventure world now, and maybe secondary avatar world. And so I guess the real thing I'm testing here is, you know, it works pretty well. It's pretty optimized, I think, but if you guys want to give me some good feedback, there's a lot of elevation you can find. There's a lot of secret areas. There's a cave. You can get on top of planes. And then there's like secret mirror areas you can get to if you like drop down off certain areas. But yeah, I'll put up a portal wherever I can.
Hey Sam, what do you think about this webpage launcher?
There's a webpage launcher?
Put up your hand here.
Where is here?
Like on this wall, you were standing in front of a wall while looking at it.
Wait.
Put up your hand.
What? Oh, what? What is the?
I'm sitting on it right now. I actually jumped on top of it.
Does it actually? That's. Did it actually change anything? We should. Sorry to interrupt
so it'd be
them.
nice to have a little heads up or something of like, wait to be assigned, and then once you get assigned.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay,
So,
okay, well,
Momo,
that's fine.
we have a
That's helpful anyway.
potential thing that could be like shouldn't be in a prefab, but like there's a invisible web page launcher right here.
Oh, I didn't. Oh no. Okay, well it won't work anyway.
Okay.
But that's oops. Yeah, I'll take that out of the project. Thank you.
Okay. Yeah.
Because yeah, we took our original world and just took pieces out, and I missed that one. Yeah, launch web window.
Oh, there's already a portal down here.
Oh, poor.
Some of the walls aren't really walls, so you can walk through them. Like in this direction, there's some walls.
Oh, wow.
Okay, what is this?
Oh boy.
Oh my God,
This is definitely interesting. Oh wait, where's the creator? I thought I heard them. Where were they at?
Oh, they're over there. They're over there.
Very fun.
My problem is, oh, I thought they were explaining some things, so that's what I was thinking.
They're over there. They're over
No, I see it now. I thought they were explaining things, but nobody's around them.
Well, no, I mean, yeah.
Hmm?
I'm kind of a big picture person. I'm not about the details, so I just kind of was like, you know, make a fun place to people for people to go to. So, yeah. And then, if people want to submit avatars to me, I'm gonna hide avatars throughout the world as like Easter eggs as well. So yeah, that's pretty much it. I'm pretty new to VR or you know, the whole community. Since COVID, I guess. So I just like really enjoy creating things. So I'm just like learning like everybody else.
Wait, you're on a quest right now?
I'm not on Quest. I'm on Index.
It says you're on a quest.
Yeah. You probably did like something API wise on Quest, like uploading to Quest or something, and then like logged in and it thought you were Quest. So for us, it shows that you're on a Quest right now, which is kind of funny.
Oh, that's weird.
It'll trigger if
It
you
is a
log in
quest-friendly
and then
world,
upload for
so-
Quest while you're still logged in.
It also gives all kinds of other problems where your game starts thinking that you are actually a quest. So if there's a PC only portal, it like shows no, you can't go here.
Sometimes that happens. Other times it's just like you can't join this friend because they're on PC World.
Yeah. It does all kinds of weird stuff.
But we should probably explore here.
Is over here.
Oh.
I disabled all the mirrors just
Thank
because I
you.
didn't want it to mess anybody up.
So what was like the visual inspiration, I guess, for the world?
So I'm big into like Meow Wolf type installation art stuff.
Oh wow.
So I really just want to make like installation art in VR, but I really don't know what the hell I'm doing. So this is like my first stab at it.
That's super cool.
Yeah. Oh, and here the cave is right. The cave is over here.
Oh, hidden
Here's
over
the
here.
hangout cave. Oh yeah, people found it.
Oh.
Yeah, this is where the TV and the mirror is gonna go. The hangout cave area.
Oh no, the couch.
Yeah, the couch isn't working right. Sorry about that.
No,
I think the
it's just
faces are
normals.
the wrong way around.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
normals.
Yeah.
No, this is the normals.
The one
That is
to
work.
Hey,
Oh, that
Sam,
is some overblown.
Hey Cyan, we look really nice here, you know.
Time to deep fry.
Well, looks Cyan.
Hey, I cannot tell the difference between your hair color and your face color.
I can't tell the difference between, you know, the rest of your face and your hair either, because all I see is white and then your eyes.
Same.
That could be taken a bit wrong.
Hello
No comment.
Yeah,
I silent execution.
because it's my own shade again.
And you blocked stuff. Don't actually add the lights, that's it. Yeah.
It blocks too many light.
Everyone just gathering around the light here.
Too much.
I feel effervescent.
Your worst nightmare.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure this meetup is just gonna be over, like, hard capped. Fax was making a comment saying that, like, we had 90 people trying to join the last world. It's just like, yeah, there's a lot of people. It'd be nice to have a higher cap, but that's just gonna, like, postpone the issue for a week. Is there actually something at the end of this, or is this, like, just people going to find, like, tallest point kind of thing? People are falling. Is there even anything over here?
Not bad.
Hello.
So disappointed I didn't save my time when I finished it. It's like, I can get it like in 30 seconds or so. Yeah.
Yeah.
I had it for a second. Yeah, what's for that?
For a second I thought, like, yeah, the plane was getting worse the closer I got to it, but it's just my head tilt. Does not look like there's anything on that side, so let's want to go around.
I'm at 35 with everyone's avatar on.
Oh, nice. Yeah, I do medium and up only for world hopping like this.
I mean, the event itself is required to be medium.
People to change their avatars.
To the plane over
Yeah.
here.
Yeah.
We saw the plane, but if you, I don't know if you saw the camera.
Oh, you can't see the plane otherwise. Oh, really? Oh, I.
Oh, you can just go in this? What is this?
You can see it from here, but if you go from the other side where the dinosaur is, you can't.
What is this? Is this like an intended Easter egg?
Secret to the airplane. See everyone run towards the airplane. It is more like a boat. Don't fall off!
Don't miss that one.
Yeah, you can't.
Everyone's going to the tip of the airplane.
A little bit of a challenge.
Bye, Rubik.
Bye!
Everyone's on the tail fin of the plane. That's funny.
No!
Oh no.
I almost missed.
That jump.
Now the question is, will Rubik... yep. Who'd you teleport to, Rubik?
Who do you think?
That's a pretty big plane. Holy crap.
That is the video. Actually, well,
Golden window.
no, you're right. But if it was the biggest plane on Earth, it's still pretty big in comparison.
There's another plane on the other side. I don't know if we can actually get to that.
It's like you're almost to the tail, and then you get that message like, please respawn.
No! It's not the first time that's happened. Wait, why is your avatar sideways? Are you in full body right now? from my point of view, like,
AFK pose
yeah,
makes
you
it look like you're sleeping.
Oh, there you go.
Wait, now you're fine.
Oh yeah, this is SDK that I haven't updated in a while.
Hmm.
It's actually in an SDK2 avatar with an SDK3 slapped on it and kind of mangled and like abused in Unity.
Mm.
So when I sit down, my avatar is gonna go like fall through the floor and drop.
That sounds
I
awkward.
should update this one. Yeah, I know.
I've never
It is one of the
even been
few
up here yet.
mediums I
This is
have.
pretty cool.
Sorry.
Oh.
This is pretty cool.
Can we even get up there?
Oh, you have to keep jumping.
Of course we can. We should be able to.
I think you have to keep hitting jump.
I know.
Skyrim?
Does give you
I'm in
good feelings, and I
Oh
think that's
yeah,
nice.
we're here.
Huh?
Regardless of
No!
Meetup.
No!
Yeah, it's the udon slide.
I was almost at the top.
Oh.
Avatar.
Is there people just gathered here, or did like Squid put the face on?
This is very pretty though.
Frickin', where's Aaron?
On the back of the plane. I'm gonna say go over there to the edge, and you'll see maybe the name tag with a bunch of other people. Pretty far away.
So is this world
He's
more?
actually giving a tour.
Oh, there's a house up
I
there.
have to give Aaron a hug for getting me into this world.
If you wait like a few minutes, Aaron will be back.
I didn't know he'd be here. Hey there, Cyan.
Oh, hello.
Hi. You were actually just the man I was looking for.
Oh?
You're the genius world creator around here.
Wait, what?
You're a very creative and talented individual.
Thank you.
Yeah, no, you come up with a lot of creative stuff. So me and a friend last night were actually like a guy named by freaking Swag Guy. We're both working on world designs right now, and we've actually been looking at one of your old creations that you never actually made public.
Which
And
one
I
is
wanted
that?
to ask about it. That's your gravity cubes in your gravity square room.
Yeah.
Which you had different cubes on different areas. You never
Mhm.
We noticed like you kind of just like talked about it last year, showed off a bit about it, and then never said anything after that.
I never tasted
So, I think that one is specifically the reason why is because like when I made that, then like a week later I got caught in the devouring, and then that was a 10-month project. Oh, are you still there?
Oh yeah, no, I'm still here. I'm just turning down my resolution a little bit, just so my game runs smoother.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, one of the reasons on that one.
Alright.
One of the reasons that never really went public was because of both the devouring as well as udon, and then as a joke, I released the sphere using a modified version of that.
Yeah, I saw the spear of that. We were actually like, I went to the spear, me and him were doing a bunch of studying on how the system works. We spent most of yesterday trying to research how the gravity system works. The literal only other creator, someone who figured out the gravity trick that you figured out we could find, was an Asian content creator who made a space station. And they had also made a map called Escher, which is basically like the staircase going in all directions painting.
Mhm.
In which they had arrow cones where you clicked in it and it shifted your gravity to that direction.
I'm pretty sure there's
We were
another creator
trying to
too. But...
figure out we were trying to figure out exactly how it works. Literally had to sit there through that person's Twitter feed and using Translate to try to figure out answers they were questions they were answering for other users from their area.
I mean, I actually explained it when I actually showed off the like I guess the square walking one.
The only thing we saw was like the minute and 30-second video, and I didn't hear any conversation about how it was made.
Oh, hold on.
I heard like, wow, this is cool.
We'll have to talk a little bit after because we're about to move on to the next world. Oh, hold on.
Alrighty. So this is a world that I made a long time ago with my friend Smith. We made a holiday house for Christmas, but at the time I didn't really know like how to optimize as well. So I went back and I was like, oh, I need to give this map some more love. So I went back and redid it. But since it was the middle of July, I was like, let's just redub it Christmas in July. So we had a big Christmas in July party. And I changed the whole thing, like the whole house was rebuilt completely in Pro Builder because I wanted to get like the good UVs for lighting. So like the entire house minus the roof is completely built in Pro Builder. And a lot of the other assets are all there. It should be real optimized, but everywhere you see you can actually physically go there. So I'm gonna drop the portal and we'll see. So this is Christmas in July.
Are you using speakers?
There's a lot of secrets in the world too, so if you go in...
No. Hear everything reflected back at us.
Well, seems like that fixed
every week.
Aw, I'm sorry.
Wait, everybody go away from Aaron so that they can drop the portal here.
Yep, just give him his space.
Hmm?
When you answer that question, I want to be there because I'm trying to get a local gravity thing in my world as well. Like some players be upset.
So I can, okay. Just know that the system itself is extremely complicated and hacky.
Okay.
I mean, I can definitely explain it. Oh no!
Are they doing something about this?
Do we know? QA right there.
There was someone that thought it might be someone with an avatar station makes it die from the collider or something. But,
So that was one of my impressions. I don't know if that's actually true.
yeah. Yeah. Because we've had that happen sometimes in Meetup worlds, but it's not been as bad as the past 2 weeks, huh?
Well, I mean, the way we solved it that one world was literally just walk away from everybody, and then like that actually worked.
Yeah. Alright, this one seems to be live. Let's give it a shot.
Christmas in July.
Hello. Эми, обернись.
В каком месте? Что за Clash of Royale?
Let's go.
Oh wait, we made it. We made it, but it's been updated.
Oh, I need an avatar that does this.
There's a lot more things in this than last time.
I thought it was a. Oh, okay. So it's a RISC. It's emulating the RISC V processor, but I thought it was running Tiny Linux, like as something to run on it. But that's still crazy. Oh my god.
The only thing is I didn't put I have all the light probes in the world, but whenever I put the light probes in with Bakery, it kept changing the bottle because this isn't a giant like pirate bottle. It kept changing it green. And it made all like the glass things, so I wasn't sure. So I just disabled all the light probes. That's fine.
Oh, okay, I see. So what you can do is you can actually turn the bottle mesh or any specific mesh and say don't use light probes if it's not baked.
Okay.
So it's on like the render settings. It'll just say like.
No, I'm on a developer on the SDK team.
Because I also found a way that you can layer lighting. I didn't know that until recently, and then like that changes how everything works. Because you can have a directional light on a different layer, and it only affects certain things. So that's a new technique I learned. So I'm like learning all these little things that I should have known a while ago. But it's fun now.
Yeah, so this
It's a lot more than you had the first time.
It's something you like.
Yeah, you can definitely disable just the light probes on like certain objects.
It will be in the VRChat directory.
Okay, that might be helpful then.
But it'll use your ambient lighting, which I think that's already what you're doing.
I'm not a moderator, but yeah, it might. You can.
Yeah, this is like my
send
first attempt at bakery. Usually
I think the
just do
Discord has a
normal
link to like if you have
lighting.
moderation questions or support questions.
You come here.
That'll go to the right place.
You bring it in. You bring it in. Thank God you were at this event. I would have never gotten into the event without you. You may not remember me simply because this isn't the avatar I wore when we met. Just a random mob guy.
Oh my god. Like they're just a muscle.
My eyes.
What?
Why would anybody do that?
No.
Shredded snug. Step aside, I'm gonna lift.
Oh my god.
I'm gonna lift.
This is the messiest setup I've ever seen.
I don't know. Okay,
You know, this is my desktop after using TeamViewer. Oh my goodness.
Oh, too many icons. Oh god.
Yeah, but as you can see, it seems like there are way too many FBX files. And there's a lot of blenders.
There's a tiny pool table. Wow. What?
No, that's a streaming camera.
Hmm?
Alright. Oh! To finish up that conversation from earlier, so there's a lot of confusion. So apparently, like, there's just 15 people stranded in an alternate instance of this world now. That's fun.
Not surprised. This is a full instance. Like, we meet 80 and then, like, the menu is showing, like, 90 for the other one. Oh,
So
the parallel
from what
universe.
we figured out, we're thinking that...
Actually, I'm curious to hear what you
deduction-
thought about that.
What? So what we thought is you used a camera system that replaces the native camera system so that it orientates with the player, with a station that had mobile on it, so players could still move around, and some sort of collider and enter collider trigger or system where it would change the gravity and the player rotation. And since you put that camera, it would adjust with them. That was our guess.
So, my version does not use a camera at all. You, in theory, could use a camera, but I think that would be more complicated because Merlin got that
player
style.
rotated, that the player camera wouldn't rotate with them.
So, yes. And this is where what I was saying to you, like, it's an extremely hacky, and it's really just kind of like, the entire thing is trickery. So the way, like, my system actually works is you never rotate. Like, your character is always, like, this is Y positive. What, like, it ends up doing is it fakes rotating everybody else in the room, including the room itself.
Oh?
Oh, wow.
So, in the sphere, which is, I guess, the example, well, yeah, the example world, which was SDK2, so there's a ton of details, I don't want to go into that, but... the way it tricks things is that you use a station, and the person who enters the station, you have to give everybody a station with chair. The person who enters it is set to mobile. Then everybody, like, remotely, it's set to, like, what is it? Seated, or not seated, but like stationary. So what you can do with that is that you locally can move around, but then for everybody else, they're stuck to the position of the station. So by doing that, you then like have net IK.
That was just yeah, I read that, but at first I was very confused by that because I'm like, do you not do? But because it looked very clearly like you could see other people moving.
Oh yeah,
that's quite a bit of trickery there.
So that's how the I guess what I call desync station.
Even though they're stationed.
So what happens is like, if you set yourself to be in the station but mobile, then you can walk around like normal. You have all your IK. If you have it for everybody else and they think that you're like in the station not mobile, or I guess what is it called, immobilized, then you will still have your net, like your IK, but you are stuck at the position of where the station is. So then you have to then hack it and say, okay, I'm now going to manually move the player to where they should be. So like you can just put them anywhere you want in the world, which then you just have to do the math of being like, where should they be based on the local player's gravity. So
Yeah, we were sitting there trying to cross-reference your explanation with the explanation from this other creator to try to figure out our answer. And it seems like they did theirs just a little bit differently.
I think they did theirs in
Which is
Udon
very
though.
interesting that they got the same outcome from two. They both went the same goal but got two different results, which is very interesting that achieved the same goal. Because they also seem to use stations, but they use stations that seem to adjust the gravity according to them. And on the Escher world, they have arrows as well as a portable arrow that seems to change, that I believe actually act as like pick-upable chairs or stations that auto-adjust upon clicking on it.
I guess I would have to look into see
Which
if they
is
did that
interesting.
actually that much differently, but the way I interpret it, or at least the way I would have done it, is that whenever you clicked on those things, you just teleport the player, and you like fake rotate the world and how everybody else is. So it's just like the world rotates, but you don't. If you wanted to like rotate the player,
Yep, go ahead.
if you wanted to rotate the player, then you have to actually rebuild the player controller because it can't be rotated.
The reason why we've been so curious about it is because, well, one, my friend, he made Swag Guy, he made all the Titanfall content you see in the game, pretty much. All those avatars that pull out knives, guns, the Titans that throw people, and he's working on a wall run map. The only system he has available to make a functioning wall run right now to him, though, is abusing a physics glitch within the game that allows you to run on slightly slanted walls. Which does work, but he'd prefer a better system if possible, and some sort of gravity system would sufficiently help with that, where it's small enough that you can attach to it, but if you jump, you'll disconnect from it.
So I'm gonna say that sounds like an overcomplicated solution for that problem, because the reason I'm saying that is because have you seen like on Twitter what is it, Yakuza's like grinding system? It's like made by somebody named Y.
I have seen their grinding system. I have no idea how that works, but
So,
I've seen it.
Somebody named Y is creating it, which will eventually be, I believe, a prefab as soon as Yakuza finishes the map.
Yeah,
But
I'm waiting for that because I'd love to know how they made their wall run system and their grinding system, because that is very interesting.
So my interpretation is basically just a bunch of player set velocity things. So it's like you just detect when there's a wall, like when you're close enough to a wall you could run on, and then you just like turn or take the player velocity and just remove the Y component.
Oh, it's the boy. It's Mo. Oh, sorry, it's Momo. It's the guy who tells me how I'm going to build my worlds in the World Jam.
Is that right?
The one who runs the World Jam.
Yeah. Yeah, it's the guy who runs the World Jam.
Fair enough.
The man
you
who,
run the World
didn't-
Jam?
who was nice to my really terrible first world for the art competition. So it didn't make me feel sad.
Oh. Did you submit it to that?
Which was your world? Yeah, my situation.
Mine.
The Lyric Isaiah's art world.
Mine's just.
Since I'm recreating.
Yeah.
Since I'm recreating, you know what? I have to. I'm trying to
First world I
I kind
ever
of want
built.
just. I want. There's like parts in the game where like you go upside down. And it's I want to try to make it multiplayer, so I don't want to just go the easy route and make it like, oh, you just flip it. I would like to ideally have it so that like what you guys were talking about with the gravity thing. I think your idea would work for that. I would assume, right?
It would. It would also be complicated just because you still have to assign every player a station, and then stations themselves just get really wonky.
Well, that probably good. That probably wouldn't be good for like this type of situation with 80 people, but I assume for more people that wouldn't be too bad.
Remaining.
Oh yeah, for a smaller group it would be better, but it's the same system. It's just how many you assign.
The next day, finalizing and trying to polish.
Like if it's too big, it'll get a little wonky.
I spent about 15 hours.
I don't think it would.
Working.
Okay, so an easy way to do it, I think the harder part is just the assignment. Wow, I can't actually say it that way. There's a bunch of little pieces. But if you have just a button of being like, click this, then like this is now assigned to one player, like that could solve it, but then you'd have to handle like releasing it when they leave, but that's a different part.
Yeah, no, I had a good idea.
We're being
for this
respawned.
event, and that's why I'm asking Cyan about his gravity
Thanks. That was
system.
really helpful to listen to all that.
The world I wanted to make.
So by the way, we're moving on to the next one, it
I
seems.
wanted to recreate.
Oh, hi.
Like write a guide for it. And that was really
Miss Hello.
No, it isn't.
Oh, wait. Yes, right here. Squid. Squid, right here.
Oh, over here.
I thought it was well, I thought the connection to that island was on the boat, but I think I was wrong. I think when I fell, it just was happened to be in front of me.
Oh, right, guys.
So, last Sunday, I decided I was going to learn how to use Blender. So, I started making like a low poly bedroom set, and then I accidentally made an entire world. So,
Accidentally.
yeah, it's a dedication to a community, and they seem to enjoy it. Hope at least somebody here likes it.
Yeah.
I'll drop it over here.
Can everyone else back away?
Using Blender to its full potential.
Waffle cute cat. So that's the cat that I used for the legend with the waffle shader from the eatable food.
That'd be funny if it's the same guy every time.
Oh yeah, then we keep losing him.
Hey, Skip, this is what you want to hear, right? Some of you may die, but this is a sacrifice they are willing to make.
Are you frying chicken?
This might be one of the things that we also need everyone to look at it, because apparently that sometimes breaks too.
How's your lizard juice?
Really?
I've heard some people say that if they're not looking at the person dropping the portal, then it doesn't drop for them.
This looks legit.
Okay, I think this is it.
Can we touch it?
We can go.
Oh, the Gala dude right there?
Did I just? Oh, I did.
Actually, yeah.
We ran to a porta potty.
Okay. The Gala dude.
Actually, no, it's not a porta potty. It's an outhouse. I guess the difference is whether the tank is in it or under it.
So I'm noticing this is not a hole here. I feel like it's just full.
Ew. Back away.
Oh wait, this television is connected to a camera inside the barn. Clever. You can actually see something in this television.
Mirrors.
Is that the barn? I guess it is.
Yes. There's a camera connected to this. This is actually quite clever though.
I have a cat, guys.
I guess people found the mirror.
Because I've never really played around with much animations, and I want to make it as unjerky as possible, so that it transitions smoothly from one side to the other, so that it causes as little motion sickness as possible.
Yeah, you could do it with an animation when you get basically like collider.
This is a little bit too dark.
I am bad.
Walking.
Wait, can you just walk up this? I guess so. Mirror.
This is a little bit dark, such that I don't know what I'm looking at right now. Boink. Strange. This is not the barn the TV is capturing.
Is this a corn maze or something maze?
Where's the corn?
I don't know. It's a maze though. What's the solution? Or what's the prize? Wait, what?
Why is Vanna taking all the wrong turn?
Wait, you're following her for directions?
Bales. It's a hay bale.
I hear someone saying my name, but I don't know where you are now.
Ivy Lee-stan, you're looking good in your.
Oh, it's because like the Guardian, because the tracking keeps thinking I'm in a different.
Is there actually a prize or ending to this?
There's no exit.
Wait, really?
This is the entrance.
Okay.
Players a fun experience and a good challenge, especially with multiple classes.
Did you make it
To be able to approach it from any way they want to.
Right.
I think speedrun maps are
Alright, who wants to
pretty
be a horse?
nice.
Put in the bay.
But one thing I noticed is if the map
Like,
is like
do you just walk in?
short,
There's
Oh
a-
wait, there's like a door. Oh my gosh, I did not realize this.
finish the map and then leave.
Okay,
and then
cool.
That's why I said
I was like, I was ready with the chair avatar. Like, I'm ready.
But
now,
because actually, in order to beat Run 3, it can take over a half an hour to beat Run 3 if you're doing all levels. Even at full speed.
Quite the pun there.
Because there's over 50 plus levels in it.
It's
You're
still
trying to speedrun it
amazing.
Perfectly.
Although I probably can't say it as nicely.
So I'm thinking like a 15-minute freaking map like that with multiple levels with the new checkpoint system they implemented. So, you know, you can go to a level and even a wall with auto teleports to a specific level you'd like to practice would be very nice to have.
That's right. I wanted to, I didn't have enough time, but I wanted to put level skips in, even just as short of the course as we had, just for debugging. It's really handy to like, okay, skip me to here with my checkpoint so I can just run this over and over and tweak it.
It's not that hard to make by yourself as a player, just, you know, a simple teleporter. Oh yeah, I was telling him, Cyan, that the reason I asked about the gravity system is I wanted to create the old Flash game Run from Cool Math Games inside the game. But he's brought up a good point that frickin' rigid bodies would be so much more simpler with a on-enter collider connected to the wall. Just rotate things.
Yeah, if you want so,
Really
yeah,
would.
basically a cube that can rotate in any direction when you get to the corner. Just, you know, rotate the renderer of the cube. You don't actually need to move the player around. Just make that local. And
yep.
I think that'll be much easier than trying to
heard of
move
the
the
Flash
player
game
around in
Run?
stations.
I don't know if I remember it specifically.
Run 2, Run 3. It was where you played as a little gray alien and you ran through like a Cyan tube where there were falling platforms and holes in it, and you actually had to like, sometimes to dodge it, you had to jump on the wall against the walls, and when you jumped on the walls, it turned, and now that was the floor. And that was the main, so when you're speedrunning it on the harder levels and such, you'd be doing crazy things like jumping on a platform on the wall here, then jumping across the space to land on the other wall, so gravity's shifting. Almost Almost
so like
like a wall run, like it almost reminds me of like if you were making a Titanfall parkour course, sort of, but back in 2003.
So the solution, I guess Momo was saying, I don't know if you need a rigid body specifically, because that sounds like another issue of just like a detector.
The rigid body is basically, so it's just for the floor. So the floor is a continuous flat plane with a rigid body you're actually running on.
I don't recommend putting rigid bodies on anything that a VRChat player would stand on. That like does some weird things.
Right, you're saying just a regular collider.
Yeah.
They have the rigid body.
Well, yes, but I'm also just saying like any object that does have a rigid body like will break things. But at the other time, like if you wanted to do something like that, you could just teleport the player instead of like just rotating it. But all of that would end up being local, so it's I guess just visually how they would want.
Exactly, yeah. So if you imagine like you're running down a tube with holes in it, and you don't want to fall through this hole, so you get to the corner of the tube and it rotates to that direction. Whereas in the actual Flash game, you would run up the side of the wall, but VRChat isn't going to like your character controller being parallel to the floor, so instead just visually rotate the cube when they get to the side, and it'll look like they ran up the side locally.
I'm just gonna say like that's actually one of the key things of like my system. It's just the like mine is like it's faking the world, but the part of it was just like it shows that everyone else is like that, but that's just an illusion. Like it's still just doing that.
Oh yeah.
Your mom is an illusion. What the fuck?
Okay.
As I said, worst case scenario with it.
You can fuck my mom if you want. I give you my mom's address if you want.
Worst case scenario. As I said to him, if I can't get it functioning correctly, I'll just build maybe a multi-level. Takes about 15 minutes to complete, wall run course. Good long level with multiple levels with a level skip buttons at the spawn area, so you can go to a specific level you want. So it's got a good long duration with multiple classes to speed run, ones that jump higher. Oh, respawn? Alright.
We're just right there.
Field is field.
Field is field?
Field is field. Field is field.
Wait,
Field is field.
where is Squid? Oh, there you are.
Yes.
Somebody's about to chat.
That's a special name.
Guys, can we all gather on signals, please, guys?
Made it finally.
Hold that thought.
Where are Cygnus?
Right in front of you.
Got stuck in the middle instance.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Wait, what?
Maybe people.
Guys, shh.
RWBY?
Okay. Can we hold conversation just for a second? Alright, you're good, sorry.
I'm sorry. I made a simple world just to test out how smart you people are. It's nothing spectacular or something like that. But just a simple IQ test. Simple IQ test. So, only one thing. If I make a portal, let me go through it first, just to be sure.
Make sure to wait 15 seconds.
Maybe expecting too much of me.
I have a bachelor's degree, but that doesn't necessarily mean I have AQ.
Guys, don't even be
Squid, just put up the weight shader now.
Just back up.
I wish this one had like that.
Oh, okay, I'll do that then.
There you go.
Yeah.
Wait, do you not have a weight shader?
Everybody wait.
Not on seeing him give you the job.
Oh jeez.
Still wait. Keep waiting. Keep waiting. No, people keep waiting.
Keep waiting.
It's holding up. It's holding up.
The ultimate weight shader is having to climb into Khan's butt to get in.
When he says simple IQ test, I'm going to press X to doubt that. Looks like a main.
That is a big looking maze in the preview here.
super
fast.
I'm so alright. Oh no, this is really fast.
I know you people like mirrors, just trying to. Oh, fuck.
By actually test, you mean just a maze?
No, he's explaining something, but where'd we go? Where'd we go?
He's over here.
So I don't get caught up behind.
What is it? Signals?
Okay,
Just
sorry,
maze?
Signals. What were you gonna explain? Stop moving! Alright,
That's part of the chest.
I guess so.
Well, you know.
Do you not have an avatar that has a HUD, Fiona?
Fiona, just change to Big BMO.
Do you want the robot avatar, Fiona? Or BMO?
Larger avatars making fast movements better.
I don't know.
Alright, I'm just gonna follow Rubik then.
however, I have the advantage of being gorgeous.
Wait, you didn't go to the other one. What? I thought you were gonna go to the larger BMO. You're not even doing right hand roll. What is this? So now how many times do you think this loops in on itself? So we could definitely cheat, but I think just looking at the world image. I wonder if anybody can hear each other just because of how fast the movement is and how laggy the offset are. Hey, we win Rars.
Everyone did that.
Did left hand?
No, right hand.
Right hand.
Right hand.
What is that? Oh, that's an avatar.
Too big. That is exceeding the bounds for medium performance.
Which one? There's another maze?
Yeah, about have the same result.
That one doesn't look like a real maze in a sense. It just looks kind of, well, that part spiral. I don't know.
Oh wait, I got the perfect avatar for this.
Hold on. Let's see if I
It's
still
fine,
have
for
it.
some reason we have two people in giant avatars.
I only see one. Or I saw one.
Yeah, there's one. Wait, the other one disappeared. Okay.
I don't see them anymore.
There are two mazes and no mazes.
Okay, build up with dynamic.
More amazing. Yes, it's double the maze. Also, extremely fast movement speed.
Because the owner trigger. Everybody can use the owner trigger. That's not supposed to happen.
The what trick?
The owner trigger, like you can skip to the end of the maze basically if you enter the owner trigger. So, but everybody can use the owner trigger. So yeah.
Yeah.
Massive failure.
Well, no. Like, people didn't... I don't think people just, like, went around. I think it's fine.
No, not all people, but some people just use the owner trigger. Yeah.
No, okay.
I manage my leg of the maze.
Mm-hmm.
This may be cool, but it's not
Oh yeah, it's
procedurally
something you
generated.
can remove and then problem solved.
Well, you know what? Go get Hackniv and, redo it.
And I was just surprised he's not here. He probably stayed up too late last night.
Maybe.
The problem is, he lives near me, near Minnesota, but he's presently working off of Australian time, and that's how he's living as well. So he's not really functioning at this time of day anymore.
Hey, Cyan, we could also just have climbed the wall and walked around the maze instead.
Is this SDK too?
No, there's a roof.
I think it is, because if you jump and move, you move instantly really fast.
I mean, that's because you have, like, infinite movement speed.
Yeah, I don't think that tells anything.
There's a roof. Like, this floor that we're on is a big cube collider. Yeah, I got in a flying avatar and couldn't even go higher than the lower maze down there.
Are people looking at the ending of that one?
But it looks like you just go in or out here.
Let's say, like, are there multiple openings? Because there's like.
It is SDK2 because you stop immediately midair if you stop holding forward.
Okay, yeah.
I don't think you need SDK3 for this.
The best you can in the world.
We are good to move on now.
It's also got this little tap thing here. Do you see this?
Yep. That's you? In this box? Yeah. Ah, okay. And what can I do?
Oh, there's the respawn.
Seems like Meetbot is not updating the list again, I guess.
Oh, we have to do that manually.
Oh, hello.
To leave the plane of winnow.
Oh, okay.
Back down in the land of pigs.
I just have not. Where's the thing? Was the human not in here before?
2, 3.
That's basically Google Home.
4, 5, 6.
What are you talking about?
Notice you haven't responded.
Ah, interesting.
And they need to take some time to savor their victory.
The reactions
Can't just rip them down this quick.
Always beautiful.
I can't wait. I have all these new redone messages. I just haven't had time to put on my avatar yet.
This meetup has more bad performing avatars than usually. Right now there's 7.
Go bug them.
Quiet, please, guys. We could all gather around one caller here.
Ah.
Hey everyone.
Slowly gather.
So I'm Munkalo. I come from a shader programming background, and I only recently started making content for VRChat. And so I have a little sandbox where I do a bunch of little experiments. And what I'm going to show today is real-time ray tracing with VRChat. And it will not stress out your GPU. You do not need an RTX card or anything like that. And
how many rays?
There's going to be sample settings. It'll start off at 32 samples per pixel, but 1 bounce. But here, let's just get in there. Let the portal marinate for a bit. Excuse me.
Is that the same thing that Orels did? Well, Skern did in the shader? Or Orels is a jam world?
I'm pretty sure that was faked, but yes. I know Fee16 I think did actually ray tracing as well, because I remember them doing showing the Cornell box, which is like one of the test scenes for that.
There's still some limitations to it, especially because it cannot even utilize the RTX cost that some people have.
Someone given a 50-50 if I'm surviving loading in.
Space, it's shy.
I'm already not doing too hard.
And then Rubik just goes.
So the instant here, I'll make sure as a disclaimer too, because I don't want people's GPUs to suddenly die. The instant you walk past this red arc, it'll start ray tracing. Right now, I'm only looking at direct lighting. So
Wait,
by default,
it might be global.
It's global. It's global.
Yeah.
Oh no, it's global. Oh, it's pretty fine though.
It's no problem.
Is it?
Oh well. The denoising filter is horrible. So.
I thought this was a.
Sorry, what was that?
The denoising is horrible. So.
There is no denoising. It's just straight spectral. There's no temporal stuff yet.
Yeah.
Hey, there we go.
Implementing denoising cube will make it
So here, with this, I can move the sun around, and you'll see all of like the window from the lights.
I like that. I like that gloss orb.
I'm in high spirits
This is
right now.
image
Things
based,
are
so
going
if I
pretty
do
good
this,
for me.
you'll see
I
this
have a project
crying emoji
that
on the ground that actually
I've been
likes
working
to
on, and I'm super. Here, I'll step over here. I'm super excited.
Keeps flickering, yeah.
Enabling and disabling.
I think when people, I think it is a global thing. It's a networking, turning it on and off or something.
I mean, it probably is just on into triggers looking for anybody.
Типа я своем отражении, что это?
Check. I think I need to do, the local one. But I mean, once everyone comes in and settles in, then it should just start working. But yeah.
So is it
come up to this, it's networked, and you can change the direction of the sun.
So is it updating per frame, or is it just... No, it's definitely per frame.
Per frame. It's,
yeah.
There's no temporal stuff. It's all just per frame.
It's all the staticky.
Yeah, the static is just because it's
Oh, I know.
It's a random sampling.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I'm wondering, where's the like color coming from? Is it like the mirror, or sorry, windows?
Yeah, the windows visually they aren't there, but
yeah.
The trick with this room is that it's the whole room is parameterized as a bounding box, and when you're shooting rays and testing against a bounding box, the math gets very simple and very fast and very cheap.
Yeah.
What you're seeing is actually a cube map, so it's projecting the cube map and doing all the GI calculations and ray tracing within cube map space. So it's very fast, and you can light anything within the cube pretty properly.
That's the medium performance rank for better.
And it's noisy, but see these boxes out there, you can actually increase the sample count. Careful with the red ones, because that has been known to kill people's frame rate. But by default, it's 32 samples per pixel, and you can increase it.
The biggest one, I could still see noise, and it ran like crap because so many samples per pixel.
I mean, ray tracing without denoising.
Yeah, there's no denoising.
Denoising is gonna be a pain to implement.
It gets better, but it's also killing my frame.
Yeah, I'll probably do like a grab pass or something for PC, just to denoise it and smoothen it out, or just do some proper temporal stuff.
Because right now, I'm not gonna lie, it's horrible looking at because of all the noise.
Increasing the sample sizing helped it a bit, or something.
Okay, I guess I'll try that real quick.
So just so you're aware, this is an event called the you're welcome to join and stick with us. We just put one rule, and that's that all of the avatars.
Time to kill from my
Nice if we were able to.
Well, it does look nicer. I'm at 240. Okay, I've turned that off. I'm at 8 samples.
512 right now.
I'm still not dead.
So if it's per pixel, why is it black?
It's random samples, and I guess sometimes the sample is just not good enough.
Okay.
It just gives it like a dead black sample sometimes.
I suppose it depends on like how you're doing the algorithm, I suppose, because one of the ray tracers I built a long time ago was like always check the direction or the light source and then check like a bounce, I think. So like that's just a different algorithm, I suppose.
How is the bounces working? Is it from the player's view, or are you doing it from the light source?
It's all fragment shader stuff, so it's it just tests against the light direction, and then it's all bouncing the light in cube map space. So it's like it's for every pixel that you see, because it's just a fragment shader, and then it'll do all the testing from that one pixel in world space.
I wonder if it would be possible to do it from the player's point of view. Probably not.
No, it is. It's a fragment shader, so it would be from the player's point of view.
Yeah.
So the items behind us will not be shown. Oh, that's
like this is a
odd.
fragmenting shader that's just shooting rays from the camera.
It's a little offset, I think.
Yeah, the stereo is a little weird. It's like you're meant to like put your head in it, kind of.
Well, I'm looking this way.
No, you can't do that.
The stereo is weird. You want to do 0.0.011 and minus 0.011 to match the Unity camera, and then it'll be good.
Oh yeah, the Unity camera has a weird offset.
Yep.
Yeah. I come from Vulkan, so everything's a lot different than how Unity wants me to do things.
That's very impressive.
Oh.
Yeah, thank you.
That's a good idea.
Oh yeah, there's a mirror here if you want to, double cut your frame rate in half and murder the whole thing twice.
No thanks.
I somehow made it back.
Oh. I guess that's just like a weird test. What would happen if you just put it to one sample? Like, obviously it would be really speckly, but still be interesting.
It'll be very noisy. The button goes as low as I think 8.
That's what I have it set to right now.
So you're I tried testing anarchy. Samples.
One sample.
Anarchy.
That's fine.
Pure anarchy.
What's happening in the crowd?
I'm excited for the Avatar showing now on the first Saturday of the month now.
With ribbon.
I'll be able to wear my actual avatars. This is my only medium one in my entire collection. And unfortunately all my avatars are going to be very poor. No matter what I do, due to having 4 arms and using dynamic bones to get those bottom arms to mimic the top.
You can also use constraints. Did they say if there were any multiple bounces for the actual?
For the ray tracing, I believe it was still one bounce right now.
The thing that sucks, even the
Yeah.
finger joints are freaking dynamic bones that they mimic.
Let's go.
Hey, you should use an optimized avatar that's medium performance or better.
We should know. Okay, constraint should not. That should not have an effect on performance because it's not part of the performance stats menu.
Yeah. Yeah.
What? Was there actually going to be adding to that?
My monster boys.
Oh, eventually, yeah. I think avatar dynamics.
Oh, okay.
I actually happily
that makes
got
sense.
trusted user recently.
Congratulations.
I'm really happy about that. Yeah, 200 hours. I'm told that's a record apparently.
A record? I mean, I guess for most people, I suppose.
I had friends who were like 700 hours to get trusted user. And
Oh, to get trusted.
Double me who still haven't gotten it. I got trusted in 200. Yeah.
I have no idea what I did for mine because that didn't exist when I started.
I know how I got mine. I've uploaded over 200 avatars. That might have something to do with it.
Oh, which text?
I've made over 200.
That is a lot of avatars. I'm not sure if that actually helps on that though. Hold on.
They say that uploading avatars, worlds, and spending time in public areas helps. Oh, there we are.
Ban him.
Yeah, it keeps happening.
Okay, so the joke here: never put a space in VRChat. You'll get banned.
What is this? That's so stupid. That's dumb.
And it's not real.
It's like never correct an admin on the word skin. Never tell them it's called an avatar.
Pretty much.
Man. Oh, fun time.
现在已经是公开的了。
Got set to bilingual, so that's what was talking about.
Oh. Okay. Cool.
I feel really short here.
Actually, what am I? Am I exactly 2 meters?
I should be 5 foot. So like you're probably my real height.
Sorry, we're moving on to your world. Would you mind getting over by spawn? so that we can.
Sorry, beg your pardon?
Why did your voice get really low?
To move on to your world, would you mind joining us at spawn?
Here. How does this sound?
Much louder.
If I'm talking like this. Okay, my microphone level got set to 40% in VRChat, and I'm not sure what would have caused it.
Okay, yeah, that's odd. Oh, wait, we should be moving somewhere. Where? Where? Oh, there you are.
Maybe. Quiet, please, guys.
I could show my, I guess I'm too late probably.
Are you free to speak?
Dot.
I could show the Archwest interior pack.
Okay, can everyone hear me?
Yes?
Can everyone hear me?
Yes, we can hear you.
Yes.
Okay, good. And then so this time I'm going to show you dimension structure Night Forest, which is actually the world I showed previously, and I added a lots of updates, and sometimes I add new meshes. So if you're on Discord these days, I guess you know what I faced, and of course. Okay, so for the mesh, I create all the mesh, except the QV pens. For the textures, I found them from Google, some of them, and some of them I have to design them by myself. And of course, I also have some of my teammates deal with the textures, for example, the painting. And for the audio, it is not copyrighted, so you can actually just blast the volume. And yep, I'm the one who composed the background music, and there is 3D spatial audios, so maybe you can listen carefully. Okay, for the tooltips, you must turn on the tooltips, because sometimes I will include important Easter eggs or information among the tooltips. And then, yep. For the pickups, okay, please listen carefully. For the pickups, yes, you can play with the pickups, but do not play with it too long, and do not take it too far. And after you're using it, please put it back where it was. And why? Because I'll have to explain the pickups during the tour. And then do not put them in unreachable places, and please do not use the pickups for inappropriate or offensive purpose during the meetup. And okay, so this time for the tour, this time I will have to divide this whole tour into 3 phases. Okay, so the first phase is just going to be the normal tour. The other 2 phases are actually extracted stuff. Okay, and I will start the tour after counting down from 30 seconds, and then, yeah, I'll just...
Yay, I managed to crash.
Alright, and then I will be standing right in front of the spawn point, and then there is only 1 tour. And please, during the tour, do not talk about my microphone. I notice my microphone have problems. And you might want to raise my volume, like maybe now immediately, because, you know, my mic is not that loud. And one more thing, by the time I drop the portal, this world is already published, so no more photos will be added, unless the photo taken date is before the world published date, and then photos without text are not valid. What's on the desk? Alright, I'm going to drop the portal, and then I will be standing right in front of the spawn point and start counting down.
That is spawn, by the way.
Seconds. I guess I'll just put it
You
right.
won't be able to drop it here. It's too close to spawn.
Wait, what? Too close to spawn? Alright, I'm just going to put
Alright,
it
Bento,
I'm going to
give
put
me
it
a
right
quest
at the
now.
Should be good. Right in front of the rabbits.
You're a quest NPC now, give me a quest. Okay, that's
You
the
must
quest.
now
Yeah.
fetch a rabbit.
Is actually SDK2. Alright, I'm going to have a new
Wait, everyone back away.
Give me a quest.
class.
Cyan, give me a quest. You're a quest NPC now.
I request you wait for the portal.
Okay, quest accepted.
I'm definitely staying for you, and I want to.
Good.
Good. Oh wait, it's a collision with this hosting?
Does it have collision?
No. But yeah, question mark.
Wait for the portal.
Oh yeah, gotta complete my portal. Yeah, the portal is here, quest completed.
Woo.
Now give me my reward.
Goodness.
Bring down from 30.
HUD. Disable HUD. Yikes.
25.
Yikes.
Oh.
20.
It's interesting that the
15.
world.
Tour starts in
The HUD on this
10.
for me.
9.
The avatar
8.
has a custom HUD.
Who is doing that?
Just
6.
go to hand to my face.
5. 4. 3.
It doesn't
2.
look like it's
1.
quite a lot.
Alright, tour starts now. Okay, so this time I will be starting from the right hand side over here. And this over here is a long list of credits and stuff. Yep, and then this time, yep, these people over here are those who came before it is published. And then, yep, this time, if you see it really closely, you can notice some people have those letters in front of them, and then this is what I meant: content, knowledge, ideas, or social networks. So actually, this is the indoor greenhouse. I don't know. And then, yep, these are the flowers again. So if you're at the glass house in the sky, you're familiar with this one, I would say. And so, yeah, this is what we have here so far. Alright. So now, moving on, right.
No,
yeah.
this is our active hours. There's so many lights.
So here is the patio, which is a newly added area. And then, yep, to access the mirrors, you can press the fireplace, and then you can press the last button. And it will be away from the patio, away from the house, beside the patio.
We need at least a fifth of this server to be a moth like
Okay, I guess we can move on to the main entrance of the whole house. So, yep, this is the entrance, and this one over here is the living area, or the living room. Now, where is the camera? I know it's here somewhere.
The camera's here.
Oh wait, it's right here. Okay, yep. So this is actually the camera, and then sometimes I would actually usually do this. And then now we have entered a brand new dimension. Like so. Boink. Alright, but if you're too laggy and you don't want the camera, you can press this plant. Press this plant, and then you will have the living area settings. Press the plant, and then you will have the living area settings. And then so yeah, this pillow over here. I designed the pillowcase, so yeah, sometimes I have to design the pillowcases myself.
Nice.
So this is the new update of the living room, and then right here, of course, the mirror.
That's my crutch.
Wait, what?
There we go.
Alright, so this
there we
is
go.
what we have. So this is what we have for the living area, like the new stuff. And then over here is the kitchen. This time you can grab the cup. This time you can grab the cup now. And of course, the pineapple is a pickable choice now. And so far, nothing much else. And then over here is the bathroom. Oh dear, okay, there we go. And this is the bathroom, and
Hey,
it
Cyan,
seems like
so
he
now
or
we just
she
gotta...
activated the
yes,
shower
Cyan.
system.
Oh yeah, claustrophobia, let's go.
Yeah, so Cyan, what we gotta do is we gotta stick our hand through here and click
And
here.
of course,
Was
you
that
can
how you
actually
open
lock
it?
the door.
Wait a minute, that's not
The button is right
What?
behind
Oh.
this wall, right here. You can actually lock the door.
Okay.
I'll just unlock the door. Alright, I'm moving out here. Next, if you follow me, this one over here is the dining area. And then, actually, I will start the third phase of the tour right here, and I will explain why. So notice that I will start the third phase of the whole tour right here, okay? So this is the dining area, and then now, this is what I will explain later, okay? This is what I will explain later. Alright, so let's go to the second floor. And then this, finally, if Spooky Ghost Boo is right here, I guess she would be happy with the staircase because it's smooth now.
Nice.
Nice. And then here is the sitting area, whatsoever it is. And then this one over here, I will explain this. So this is actually phase 2 of the tour. Okay? And then over here. And these are the pillows you can have so far. Okay, but most of the time when you see pillows, most of the time pillows are like in mid-air, or people just going to build walls or fortress. So I think to myself, why don't I make a one-click action to do it? So, over here on the table, I can press the table and then press the third button, and then look what will happen to those pillows. Wait, there we go. So now I can snuggle right here.
Oh, okay.
So since I'm building an A-frame house, then I think to myself, I'm going to build an A-frame pillow house right here. Alright. And then over here, this is the screen. Yep, and that's me. And then if you point at the screen, and then if you have tooltips on, you can actually see one of the quotes. Like myself, I say the quote.
How do you...
Oh, it's too long.
Just in case if you cannot read it, I will read it for you. Because we are the first generation to put this technology into good use, it is our mission to become the first teachers by being the first students. That is my quote. Lol. And then if you're on Discord, if you're on Discord these days, you will notice that this lamp over me exhausted me. Alright, and over here you can actually press the keyboard. You can actually press the keyboard for those, you know, post-processing stuff.
Oh. Vignetta, Chromia aberration, circuit release.
Snorkeling?
Ah,
you can actually press the keyboard.
The camera is a transmitter.
Oh, wow. That's interesting.
Okay, on my screen it's working for me, but I don't know why it's not working for Science. Oh my god.
I was left unattended for 5 minutes and started a cold. Hi.
You found the lamp.
This is the second floor.
Wow, Skipper, no!
We're everywhere now.
Oh, no.
Alright, let's go. And then this time, yep, it's the bedroom. And then this time, yes, you can have the bedroom settings by pressing this little glowing sphere over here. And then yes, you can have the mirrors. And then just today, I just added the fairy lights. If you look up on the roof, you can see those fairy lights. You can see those fairy lights I've added.
Fireflies.
Okay. Oh, by the way, talking about fireflies, that is what I've added outside. So you can actually see the fireflies from out here. And so, yep, this is the bedroom. And then so I would say this is actually phase 1 of the tour. Alright, now I'm going to move on to phase 2, which is at the 2nd floor. So I'm going to 2nd floor right now, which is phase 2 of the tour. Which is right here.
No, my right stick jerks, so it makes it hard.
Okay, everyone's here, right? Good. Okay, I'm too short, so I'm going to need this. There we go. Okay, so now, if you don't have any idea what it is, you can actually press this second button, counting from below. You can press the button, counting from below, which is the second one. And then turn on tooltips, it is pretty important.
There we go.
Where's the
There we go. So if you look upwards, this is what I call the silent pad. So you can actually toggle everything. For example, I can start drawing stuff right here, like this. Or maybe I can start drawing stuff like this. So if you're not good at using pens, because I just saw someone who is not good at using pens, they will not use pens and then they will use something else. So I was thinking to myself, other than pens, can I use anything else? And yes, this is what I make it. And of course, if you press this button on the right, you can notice that I have a keyboard right here, so I can have all the letters I need.
Wow.
For example, I can say, what I usually say. Oh, I can say N-E-W-O. Yeah. Yep. I would say that as Nevo, which means hello in the language I designed. So, and as you can see, for the layout of the keyboard, if you turn on the keyboard, the layout of the keyboard is actually, arranged according to the language I've been designing these years. So, yeah. This is the silent pad, and then I would say this is the second phase of the tour. And then now I'm going to start the third phase, which is at the dining area. Alright, I'm going to the dining area now to start the third phase.
Oh, we can talk.
Yeah, I can talk. I am wearing clothes after all.
Oh, yeah.
Alright.
And now we all stand join us.
Alright. So, just in case. Okay, everyone can see this, right? Everyone can see the board game, right?
Right.
Yeah.
Okay, good. And actually, I'm the one who designed this board game from scratch. So, yes, I have the instructions right here, but since I'm here, I'm just going to explain it straight away by using my mouse. Okay, so normally everybody knows how to play tic-tac-toe, right? Okay, most of the time tic-tac-toe are 3 by 3, right? But this time it's 4 by 4. and then you have to treat this 4x4 grid as a torus. So you can actually have duplicates around it. For example, okay, I just want to mention this first. This big circle piece over here, I will just call it a major piece. And then right here, the smaller one, I will call it a minor piece. Okay, so for the major piece, your goal is to line up your major piece in a straight line. For example, like this. Wait a second, there we go. This one right there. And right there. This is considered as a straight line. But you can also do it this way, for example, like so.
Which one is that one?
Oh, I must communicate.
It's just called.
And then this one should be right here.
I've been to a few climbing worlds.
This is also considered as a straight line.
Are we?
Now you get
Are we
it
gonna figure
because
this
I can
coming, or?
duplicate this whole
They're still getting the
and
tour
then
right now,
just
but
paste
that's up to
it
you.
around the thing. And then it's a straight line. So far, do you get it?
Basically, the way it works is you put the prefab.
Yeah.
Yeah, kinda.
Time on and what you don't want to on.
Oh, okay. So your main goal is to make a straight line out of your major pieces. But there's a few new rules. You are not allowed to put your major pieces directly in the cells. No, you cannot do that. You have to treat your major pieces as a chess piece, and then you cannot directly place it here. To let a major piece enter the board, you have to put it one of these 4 triangles. For example, right here. Okay, so let's say it's blue turn, and then so I will just put it right here. And then now it's yellow's turn again. So for yellow, he has 2 choices. Either he is going to add a new major piece, or he is going to move this major piece like a chess. And then one thing, every major piece only can move in 3 directions, which is forward, or diagonal left, or diagonal right. You cannot move sideways, you cannot move backwards. Okay, so let's say just move here, and then let's say, okay, let's say somehow blue have this thing here initially, and then so this time he cannot move diagonal left because diagonal left has already been registered for this yellow major piece. He can only move forward and diagonal right. So let's say he moves diagonal right. Okay, and then you might saw this bar right here counting from 1 to 8. The same goes from the other side. Okay, I will explain that. For example, if blue somehow just block the whole thing, somehow like blue just block the whole thing. Let's say something like
We're taking pictures.
and finally, right here. For example, blue just blocked the whole thing and yellow is not happy with it. And then let's just say somehow yellow have 1 pieces right here at the 4th row somehow. Okay, so if there's any of your major piece at the 4th row, you have 2 choices. Either you're going to let it stay there, or you can let this piece leave the board. And then once it leaves the board, you gain 1 energy. So you just move this tetrahedron. Can you please move your hand away? I need to take that, thank you. And, yeah. So I'll just put this thing from 0 energy to 1 energy. So that is how you gain an energy in this game. By leaving the, make the pieces leave the board game, and then you gain 1 energy. And then, if you sum, and then somehow, let's say, yellow just end up having 6 energy packages, Okay, let's say it has 6 energy. This is what he can do. In this way, there is only one way to remove a major piece. That is to use this minor piece. Okay, that is to use this minor piece. Let's say I'm going to place the minor piece right here. Notice that any major piece can leave or enter a cell which has a minor piece. Okay? And then a cell cannot contain 2 major pieces or 2 minor pieces. It can only contain 1 major piece and a minor piece at the same time. And then so what is the function of this minor piece? Well, it's actually a mine. So you can actually detonate it. Oh, by the way, planting a minor piece would cost 1 energy packages, so yellow drops from 6 to 5. And then to detonate the minor piece, you require 3 energy. So from 5, you end up with 2. And then once it's detonated, this yellow piece is gone, this blue piece is gone. So this is how you can remove the pieces in this game.
Feel free to spread out more.
And then so this is the game I've been designing. So I would say this finishes the tour. You can put the minor pieces like directly. Like you can put it inside the cell, but at the corner at the cell, and it will cost 1 energy packages.
I don't even know which one I am.
Looks good.
And then you might be thinking, I can just differentiate the 2 players just by using 2 colors. Just like I can just differentiate it by using yellow and blue. And then you might be thinking, why do I need to add symbols since I can differentiate it by using colors? Because I think to myself, it is possible that there are some people who are colorblind, so I have to add the symbols in order to differentiate both sides. So even if the players have colorblind, they can still play the game as well.
Too funny. This is definitely my favorite.
And then of course, to restart the whole thing, I just need to press this wooden block and everything's good. So yeah, thanks for the visit, Arvinia.
Thanks for the tour.
Okay, who wants to give it a try of quad view? Me. Anyone want to play this stuff?
I want to play.
You've expanded.
Hello.
Almost half of the server is moth now, Cyan. We took group photos.
Okay.
There's about 11 of us.
Wow.
11 to 12.
It spreads.
Okay, guys,
Is Squid still here?
Beautiful. Well, that's what happens. You put out a lamp and you light a campfire. Moths are bound to swarm.
It's really neat. It's also medium quality. It's not 4K like you could usually use the camera.
Yeah, you can wear this device.
I guess I now have the pineapple.
That's our god now, because Squid came and took our sparkler lamp god and threw it and jumped into the void with it.
Wow,
So
Squid, how mean.
Apple on fire now.
I thought, yeah.
Is our
I
lamp?
followed.
Squid with me. He's like, can I see this for a second? And he went,
Cyan, I want a picture of you.
like, back here.
Very rude. Squid.
But then, you just gave it away to me, and now I can do it.
No energy.
Our second guy.
I guess glowy.
Would you like to become a moth for 5 minutes, Cyan? For 5 minutes with everyone?
Hold on. Is it full body compatible?
We simply... it is 100% full body compatible.
Wait, why did I feel tiny all of a sudden?
Alright, take care. Stay away from the light.
And it's Quest compatible.
I have to offer something else.
Would you care to join Miner?
Just simply put checkers. Just simply put chess.
No, thanks.
Just way too normal.
You get to touch the pineapple now, Cyan. And this time it's special. Here you go.
Yeah.
This feels weird.
Oh yeah, working knees and everything. It does feel weird because you're a non-humanoid.
Yeah.
I don't have my full body on because I don't want to go through the hassle. I'm world hopping a bunch.
Mm-hmm.
Oh. Good. Oh, so this is the last world of the event?
Yes.
There is, it's beautiful. And people are just staring at us, which makes it even better. They're looking at like, wow, that's a good looking moth right there. Moth Champi, right?
I can't grab. There we go.
If this boat is a little bit way
There
too
you go.
dark,
Spiel, would you care to become moth? You would join us in our fun for 5 minutes here? Je vous jure. Ça va?
It's just poi. Why is it poi?
Ça va? Point.
I mean, I don't have audio or avatar audio on to hear it, but it's just poi.
Oh yeah, it's just poi. It does different pois. Also custom emojis. Yeah, that's the long poi. That could be heard across the map in an echo. That one's 2D.
The light.
The only 2D. He found a light source.
Wait, what? It's a sword and a light?
This is our god now. This is our god now.
Oh, okay. This is no longer needed.
And we also use it for sacrificing heretics who will dine on Spiel tonight. Fresh blubber. We're Spiel hunting.
Oh my god.
Let me just change my handle grip.
Okay. This is pretty much the end of the community meetup. Thank you guys for watching. I'm gonna go ahead and end the stream here. Bye, everyone. See you again next week.
Head start. These are your options.